Hello, I'm Luke Kneller and welcome to Best Replays of the Week. In today's episode we have a ghostly Swede versus a Soviet battering ram. Roll intro. But before we show them off, we have our near heroes who get our rare and prized Best Replays of the Week skin. First to win is Pro Gold Spammer, and oh god, like this name isn't gonna cause drama. Anyway, they are fighting for their third mark in their AE Phase 1 with an ammo loadout appropriate for their namesake. Pro Gold Spammer takes the airfield balcony and, well, holds it for pretty much the entire game. Not unopposed, mind you, but to reach our Best Replays of the Week face-off, you need a little more magic in your replay. Also, the setup for Faden's fails, but 11 kills on the tally is a statistically good game, if not a Best Replay of the Week. Still, you get our shiny camo. Next! Dropping a couple of tiers, we've got Limited Edition 99 driving their Panzer 4H. With the mighty 10.5cm derp gun, this tank is a real menace in the right hands. Even another Panzer 4H can't dig out our limited edition hero. Wow, this ferocious city brawl ends with our hero crippled but basically alone. Waiting for the right time is the skill of all collectors. Although nerves shake this survivor. Limited edition 99? That's the cap siren? 10 seconds wasted and that's a long way to go. There! Yes! Wait, no! The base was already capped, and the Reds win without a single tank ally. That was a great time to take a breather, Limited Edition 99, eh? Finally, we jump in with Kassai on Red Shear in the VK7201K, a bit further up the food chain. Dashing to the east side with all the other heavy dogs, our rapper lets their 750 average damage boomstick do the talking, showing off exactly how to play Peekaboo. The enemy team had the chance to cap, but decided to throw their meat into the grinder instead. GG. And tally up the damage to a whopping 14,000 damage. For that effort, you get our camo. Congratulations! Populating an encounter battle on Ghost Town is Ghost F4 Icon, spooking around in a curious-looking tank. Inspecting its plate, it reads STRV M4257 Alt A2, or simply the Tier 6 STRV Premium you rarely see. What's this? Stopping to spot in the middle of the street. What might look like amateur spotting at first glance is actually a well-thought-out plan. Using the view range provided by binos and improved rations, Ghost is able to spot the entire west side, preventing rushes to the flanks. Nothing this time, but Ghost has a supernatural prediction.
Do it again.
A Panzer dead ahead! Oh, Ghost doesn't haunt just the Panzer, no sirree! Boo! Like a cheerleader from a bad horror movie, the Panzer runs through the field just to be slaughtered. The haunt continues. Woo! Clairvoyance helps Ghost get to safety before the proton packs open up. Although decently played, half the game is gone, and not even 700 damage has been dealt. Time to step it up, Ghost. Dashing to the fringe is a smart plan, as all allies are trapped in court. That's a 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nice. This time it didn't work. Must be a professional. Bad news. Ghost is alone versus 7 enemy tanks as bottom tier. Yikes. The good news is that we're potentially watching a Kalabanov's game. Holy mackerel! The Super Hellcat speeds through, exposing our hero, catching Ghost off guard. A hailstorm of hate rains down, but our ethereal icon cannot be hurt. Lose sight, change direction. Nice. Boom! KV2. No! A Ghostbuster is able to hurt Ghost! Things are going out of control. Our Agent of Chaos cannot be caught though! Boo! Ratatatats! Is this the end? No! You can't stop a ghost! Eek! Time is not on our side. Ghost finds the ghastly Artie and ghosts it to secure Ghost Town as the true ghost town. Now that's a game. With just 11 seconds remaining, Ghost F4 Icon ensured Ghost Town stayed that way as a bottom tier carry. Intelligent and calculated, this is one well-deserved Kalabanov's medal. On top of that, the tally says 11 kills and 1,910 base experience, a result anyone would be proud of and definitely a worthy contender. Congratulations, Ghost F4 Icon! Competing on Overlord, hopefully not the beach, we have Grizzled the Mad. Their tank of choice is the Soviet battering ram known as Object 263, perfect if the enemies are flat in front. Just like this. The strong frontal armor shrugs off almost anything thrown at it. This, however, is pure luck, not something one should be practicing. While the unfortunate 50 TP is finally put out of his misery by an arty shell, the enemy manages to find a soft spot in the object's arm. An APCR shell from a low angle punches straight through the lower plate, damaging the frontally placed engine. All the while Grizzled the Mad has been pinned down, the Greens have been falling in a spectacular fashion, losing every other flank. Things get even more desperate as a T-95 rounds the corner while the gun is still on reload. Whoa, that was a 200 IQ play. Landing an HE shell just below the T-95 focuses the explosion into its soft underbelly and takes it out. In D-Day France, ground hits you. But the challenges keep coming from every angle, so better relocate to ease off some of the pressure. The fast EBR-90 presents a massive danger late in the game with few tanks remaining. But it may have gotten a bit speed cocky as it yeets itself straight into campfire mode. And with the RT falling, Grizzled the Mad is now looking at a 1v4 TD showdown. A careless Jagdtiger doesn't offer any resistance. Neither does this Waffle Panzer IV, dealing a grand total of 1 damage before getting squished in a ram. With less than a minute left on the clock, the final German TD triggers the cap, revealing its position. The cap stopped. The Scorpion is either hunting us or he's setting up an ambush. Either way, only one of us is going to be left standing. Ha! Gotcha too! But with 20 seconds remaining and an RT to find, this very much looks like a... Wait, what? In the final showdown, it's Grizzled the Mad who pulls the trigger first and wins the game with a mere second left on the clock. GG. What a clutch win by Grizzled the Mad, in control from the get-go with some excellent plays. With 8,294 damage, another Pool's medal, and 1,898 base experience, this one should be a hot contender. That's it for this episode, but what do you think? Which was the best replay of the week? The Haunting of Ghost Town with Ghost F4 Icon, or Grizzled the Mad with the last second win? Or do you think you did better this week? Let us know in the comments and send in your replays. Just go to the website and submit. It seems like we have 2 winners to announce this time around, so... Episode 104's Best Replay of the Week, as voted by you, was... Victor Vetsi-san, our Samurai Warrior, because they're not an EBR. And episode 105's Best Replay of the Week, as voted by you, was... Damu99! Congratulations, sir! I'm Luke Kneller, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time!